There are two dirt races on the programme. This is the first of them. The second one is race number 7 on the programme, but this is a Class 4 contest over the 1,200 metres with two horses making their debuts. Goldie Flanker certainly isn't. He's a 4-time course and distance winner, Zero Hedge. Sixth last time out behind Fortune Happiness. Dollar Rewards, a 2-time course and distance winner this season. Sky Treasure is a 3-time course and distance winner. He's second up for the season. Circuit 5 and Will Power are the debutants, and down to Foodie Princess, disappointing last time out, but 4th on this surface over this trip. 2 starts back. Ben Sower ride from barrier number 5. So an interesting speed map here, Tom, with not only the debutants, but we've also got California Rad just having his second start.
Yeah, he was quite good on debut, California Rad, I thought. Sky Treasure, he'll get out and find the front here for Mi Choi and Derek Long. He's had a bit of a freshen up. He's only had one run, and that was at the beginning of September. Zero Hedge, he should be closer this time out with a good draw of gate number 3. Will Power, his gate speed has improved with each and every trial, and he's got a little bit of an awkward draw first up from barrier 10. Now, I think Harbour Alert, with the blinkers going back on, he might slide forward so he's not sitting 3 wide and he'll be handy to the pace, but he's never won with those blinkers on. And Circuit 5, one of the newcomers, is back in the field. Zero
Hedge has had 5 runs this season, so he's a pretty fit horse going into this contest. He's under a really good hold here, and he seems really keen in his work as well. He should get a nice run from barrier number 3, so he's a definite chance. A Dollar Reward, another one who likes the surface, coming back onto it now. He's a 2-time winner this season already, and he's gone really well. He's sort of really improved in the off-season, this horse, and he's been very consistent in all his 4 runs this season, and he looks good. And Sky Treasure, I really like this piece on the inside there. He's going really nicely, this horse. He's really keen to get on with it, and you can see he just actually pulled himself away from Forza Angel. So I thought it was a really nice piece from Sky Treasure.
He's quite a speedy sort of Forza Angel as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at Zero Hedge. This is 3 starts back for Zero Hedge behind Star Superior with Foodie Princess and Goldie Flanker from the back.
Last time out, he got a long way back from an awkward draw with Blake Shin on board from gate number 12, but this run was quite good here with Foodie Princess, who has run the odd useful race. Foodie Princess, you've got Goldie Flanker coming back there as well on the inside. I'd certainly be keen here on Zero Hedge. He matched to be a lot closer this time. Joe Moreira back on board, John Size. He's my idea of the winner in this race.
I've got him in the numbers, Zero Hedge. He's running well, and I think he's going to put up a good show, yeah.
All right, Moreira rode Dollar Rewards for his maiden victory, and then Zach Purton was on board on this occasion, allowed to go off at double-figure odds once more, but proved it wasn't a fluke.
No, not at all. And the way he won was very impressive, this horse. And as I mentioned earlier on, he's really improved in the off-season. Pacifiers will go back on him as well. Barrier number 6. For him, he should get a really nice run, and just once he got into clear air, he hit the line very strongly, so I think he's a good chance in the race.
That turn of foot in this race was super on that occasion. He went to Happy Valley last time, and he's never won at Happy Valley before. He's placed a lot of times, but he seems to certainly have a liking for the dirt.
All right, OK. We're on the dirt again here with Supreme Patrol, all best friends. Zero Hedge further back on this occasion, and Strathclyde is another name to throw into the mix.
Yeah, this horse here won a really good race last time out, Supreme Patrol. Much improved effort, stuck on gamely late behind Fortune Happiness, who's racked a couple up. All best friends, it was a better effort from him as well. Alex Lai takes the ride. You can see Zero Hedge and Strathclyde in this race. He was disappointing, Strathclyde, for mine, but this horse here, Supreme Patrol, he was a really honest effort from him on that occasion.
And he's only had the 2 starts on the all-weather, this horse. Now, he ran 5th and then he's run that 2nd. So I think this is he's found his niche here. I think the all-weather's his go. So I found a spot for him.
All right, the stable with a double. Midweek as well, David Ferraris. California Rads on debut behind Quadruple Double, who'll run later on in Class 3 company now. What about him switching to the all-weather?
Interesting. He's by Fastnet Rock, and Fastnet Rocks can go well on the surface. He does work reasonably well on it. Look, this wasn't a bad run from him on debut. It's interesting if he can bring that to the all-weather. I think eventually he'll need further than 1,200 the way he hit the line here.
It was a decent first-up run from him. He had to cover a little bit of ground, but he was still taking some ground off them late in the piece.
Well, he's drawn barrier 2 here, so should get a pretty good run in transit, but I'd worry about whether they take him off his feet a little bit. Yeah. Let's have a look at one of the debutants here, Will Power. He'll be ridden by Karis Teaton.
Karis, Will Power going around in the 3rd race for Douglas White. You've been aboard in all of his 4 trials. What sort of feeling has he given you in those?
Yeah, he seems to be doing most of his work right at home, and his last few trials was pretty good, so we thought he could be ready to go to races.
Pushed out a little bit in the recent trial. Did you just need that to keep his mind on the job?
Yeah, like I said, he's improved all the time. Seems to do everything right, and just needed a bit of more work. So Douglas decided that horse should go to races now, and we are all happy to see him run.
He's got gate number 10, and his gate speed has improved with each and every trial. Where would you like to see him potentially positioned in the run?
Yeah, of course, that's not the ideal draw to get first up on the dirt. You know, of course, it's all going to be new and new for him. Of course, it's his first time going to races. Everything's going to be different. So I think after the first run, we'll know more about him. But you know, he could be a horse that we could work forward.
Another couple of winners on Wednesday night, and going back to the previous Wednesday night, the IJC Championship title now yours on the Karis Teton list of achievements. Where does that rate?
Yeah, that's still something very special. It's hard to describe, but you know, I appreciate all the support and everything went well. You know, of course, things are getting tougher in Hong Kong, but just keep on working hard and try to ride as many winners as I can.
He's got more than this as well in his back pocket. Karis, who won the last race on International Day. Will Power, he's had 4 trials, 2 on the all-weather. He won both of those.
He did, and he looks a really nice recruit. I had a couple of looks at him. He's 11.76 pound, but the draw just made it a little bit awkward, so I thought I'd let him go around.
He's improved with gate speed in each and every trial, and he was much better out last time out. Quickly on the other first starter, Circuit 5, 9.7 million Hong Kong they paid for him, 1.8 million Australian, so he's been an expensive recruit, but his trials have just been fair.
All right, he's 35 at the moment, and 7.7 on debut. Zero Hedge, the favourite, Paul?
Yeah, I've got him in the numbers. I'm going to go make my each-way play in this. I like this Sky Treasure, back of that track work I showed you. He goes quite well fresh. He's had a freshen up. He's run 3rd off this rating before, and I think he can get to the lead. So I've got him on top at, 14s at the moment. Supreme Patrol, dollar reward, and Zero Hedge. We talked about all 3 runners there, but 6, 7, 3 and 2, but happy to go 6 each way.
2 on top for me, Zero Hedge. He'll be a lot closer this time round from barrier number 3, so he's my top selection. California Rad to be running on, dollar reward, and Will Power. 2, 8, 3 and 10. We'll play the trio there. We'll bank of the 2 though, Zero Hedge.
All right, yeah, Zero Hedge on top for me as well. Quite like Foodie Princess and Goldie Flanker. Got to include him as well. He'll get back and flash home from the tail. That's race number 3.